Hello readers, and thanks for joining me for another spelling lesson. We are in SAVVAS MyView Literacy Unit 3, Lesson 1 for 3rd grade. Our study this week is going to be on the prefixes pre, dis, im, in, and non. And a prefix is something that we add to the beginning of a word. The beginning of the word prefix is a prefix. It's pre. That means before. And prefixes go at the beginning of a word, and they change or add to the definition of a word. So for all those we'll see today, just know when you see a prefix there, the definition has been changed a little bit. Our routine this week is going to be, we're going to say the word. So we'll say prepay. We're going to map the sounds. P, A. Spell it. Prepay, prepay. We're going to write it, and then we're going to circle the pattern, the pre. We're going to circle the prefixes. Now, again, we're going to apologize in advance. I don't have my whiteboard with me today. It is locked up in another classroom, and so I will be just walking you through that and as we get those done. So, without further ado, let's get started. Our first word, prepay. Say prepay. Map the sounds. P, E, P, A. Prepay. Spell it. P, E, P, A, Y. Prepay. And write it. P, E, P, A, Y. And then circle that prefix pre. When you prepay for something, you pay for it ahead of time. That's what pre means, ahead of time or before. Our next word is nonstop. Say nonstop. Let's map the sounds. N, ah, n, s, t, ah, p. Nonstop. Spell it. N, O, N, S, T, O, P. Nonstop. And write it. N, O, N, S, T, O, P. And of course, we're going to circle that prefix non, which means not. So if something is nonstop, that means it doesn't stop. Our next word is disagree. Say disagree. Map the sounds. D, E, S, G, E. Disagree. Spell it. D, I, S, A, G, R, E, E. Disagree. Write it. D, I, S, A, G, R, E, E. And of course, circle the prefix, dis. That means not. So if you disagree, you do not agree. Our next word is nonfiction. Say nonfiction. Map the sounds. N, ah, n, f. E, k, sh, e, un. Actually, T has to be together. Sh, n, shun. Nonfiction. I need to fix that. All right, spell it. N, O, N, F, I, C, T, I, O, N. Nonfiction. Write it. N, O, N, F, I, C, T, I, O, N. Circle that prefix non. That means not. So something that is nonfiction is not fiction. Means it's probably true. Our next word is preapprove. Say preapprove. Map the sounds. P, E, P, V. preapprove. Spell it. P-R-E-A-P-P-R-O-V-E. Preapprove. And write it. I know it's a long word. P-R-E-A-P-P-R-O-V-E. And circle that prefix pre, which means ahead of time. So if something is pre-approved, that means you already know ahead of time that you can do it. Our next word is indirect. Say indirect. Map the sounds. I, n, d, er, e, k, t. Indirect. Should have had IR together as one sound. It's two in this video. I want to fix these. We're going to spell it. I-N-D-I-R-E-C-T. Indirect. Write it. I-N-D-I-R-E-C-T. Circle the prefix in. That means not. Indirect means it's not direct. I want to point out on our sounds video, I made the comment that IR could be together. That's kind of dialectual, which means it depends on where you live. Sometimes here in the South, we say indirect, but really it's indirect. So that actually is correct as it is. D-I-R-E-C-T. I want to make sure I get that correct for everybody and not use my Southern talk to mess anybody up. Our next word is imperfect. Say imperfect. Map the sounds. I, m, p, f, e, k, t. Imperfect. Spell it. I-M-P-E-R-F-E-C-T. Imperfect. And write it. I-M-P-E-R-F-E-C-T. Circle that prefix M. That means not. So something that's imperfect is not perfect. Our next word is impolite. That prefix there again. Say impolite. Map the sounds. I, m, p, o, l, I, t. Impolite. Spell it. I-M-P-O-L-I-T-E. Impolite. And write it. I-M-P-O-L-I-T-E. Start with the prefix. M, that means not. So impolite is not polite. We should never be impolite to anybody. Our next word is insecure. Say insecure. Map the sounds. I, n, s, I, k, ure. Insecure. Spell it. I-N-S-E-C-U-R-E. Insecure. Write it. I-N-S-E-C-U-R-E. Circle that prefix in. Still means not. So someone who is insecure is not secure. Our next word is incorrect. Say incorrect. Map the sounds. I, n, k, or, e, k, t. Incorrect. Got ahead of myself. Spell it. INCORRECT. Incorrect. And write it. INCORRECT. Circle the prefix. In still means not. Something is incorrect. It's not correct. Now let's do our two high frequency words. Our first one is surface. Say surface. Map the sounds. S, f, s. Surface. Spell it. SURFACE. Surface. And write it. SURFACE. Nothing to circle there. And our last word is produce. Say produce. Or depending on how you're using it, you might say produce. Map the sounds. D, U, S. Produce. Spell it. PRODUCE. Produce. And write it. PRODUCE. All right, that's our last word. Thanks for sticking with me to the very end. Until next time, happy reading.